Poor workmanship. What is poor workmanship? Workmanship can be defined as the actions involved in processing the fish in preparation for delivery to market. Heading, gutting, trimming, filleting, and portioning are all examples of workmanship. Poor workmanship violations range from lazy tactics such as jagged cut lines, inconsistent portion sizing, and incomplete bone, gut, and skin removal, to more unscrupulous initiatives such as intentionally concealing inedible bits to boost the weight of the fish.
Mike, moving on then, there are some other tests. We're going to look at what, some workmanship issues and
That's
things like
right.
that?
When you buy a case of salmon fillets, for instance, these didn't in fact come out of the same case. They're from two different processors. And what I wanted to show here was just how some of the poor trimming and poor workmanship can result in unattractive fillet that will, again, although you pay for it by the pound, you're getting a sloppy workmanship here. If you're selling it and showing your fish in retail or even in food service, it's going to be a problem. It's very much rough, ragged edges. And on this one here, this is a nice, full, even trim. Okay. Now, other things that you might notice in here is some gaping. This can be caused by rough handling and an indication of soft fish, which may be a result of just not getting cold temperature quick enough on that fish. Now, I have another sample of a fillet here that has got extreme gaping in it, as you can see. We've seen many times where they actually fill these and then freeze the thing. They'll take this little piece of trim that they have and they'll insert it in the gap. And when frozen and in a package, you're not even going to be able to tell. And of course, when you cook it, that's all going to fall out.
That's going to just fall right out, ruin the appearance, change the weight.
Affecting your yield for your dollar's worth.
So that's something else you want to...
So that's something that you have to watch for, as well as poor workmanship, gaping caused by rough handling, and then the unscrupulous method of actually filling that with unusable pieces of the fish, which will look great in the frozen condition, but not in the fresh.
Okay, Mike, we've been talking about various kinds of salmon. Does this, do these practices apply to any other species as well?
Yes, I've got some cod portions here that when they come out of the freezer, these portions look very nice. When thawed, nowhere near as thick as a loin, but when it's folded under, it appears just to be a nice full loin.
Yep.
There's another piece that's folded under. Very useless, particularly when it cooks. It likely has been soaked in sodium tripoly, and it likely will disintegrate for the thinner part of the fish.
Yep.
Thinner parts of the fish absorb the sodium tripoly quicker than the thicker parts, of course. Going back to poor workmanship in fillets, you note that, of course, the skin side of the fish may look nice and smooth and even. Presenting like that would not be an issue, but when you take a look at the fillet itself,
whoa,
that's fairly disintegrated. Plus, the addition of the sodium tripolyphosphate will make it just that much more fragile and leave a chef in disgust that he's got this to work with when he started out with something that didn't look too bad.